In an age where technology shapes every facet of our lives, the Guyana Revenue Authority is stepping up to modernize the tax filing process. The Guyana Revenue Authority is revolutionizing the tax filing experience, encouraging employers across various sectors to embrace this ICT innovative solution for their monthly and annual pay-as-you-earn filing obligations. With the optimal eServices platform, the GRA is revolutionizing how taxpayers file their returns. This innovative system allows for a seamless online filing experience, making compliance easier than ever before.
Most finance departments, we've been going out doing workshops with them because they want to do it online because they've been getting in trouble when it's time to fill out all the forms. And well, with eServices, it's made like 10 minutes you can submit your return once you prepared everything correctly.
To fully benefit from the online experience, employers must begin with a few essential steps: registration, linking their accounts, and uploading relevant documents.
Registering for an eServices account. When an individual is registering for an eServices account, the following documents are required: an active email, taxpayer's identification number, a valid form of identification such as your passport, your national ID card or driver's license, and your contact number. When a company is registering for an eServices account, the following scanned copy documents are required: company's taxpayer's identification number, the certificate of registration and article of incorporation, a valid form of identification from the company's representative, and a written authorization from a company's director. Where an application is made for an eServices account, changes can be made to the registration where necessary. Where a taxpayer enters the incorrect information regarding his or her email, contact number, or username, the taxpayer can make contact with the eServices officer to request changes. Anyone who works for a company can register the company for an eServices account. However, only a person authorized by a company's director can create an eServices account on behalf of a company. Only that named person can access the eServices account of that company. A company can only authorize one person to create an eServices account.
Registering for a tax type. The process of registering for a tax type entails the taxpayer providing information such as the name of the employer and the period of time the taxpayer has been employed. Some tax types, like withholding tax, do not need a taxpayer to register specifically. However, someone can be registered for this type of tax at the point of payment. After identifying an accountant, an application form must be filled out, which both the applicant and the accountant will sign.
Linking a taxpayer's account after registration. Linking of an account means allowing the taxpayer to view the tax type under the registration of his or her TIN, file a return, and view any outstanding payment or returns. Filing of the returns online. The eServices account must be linked in order for the returns of any tax type to be filed. All persons filing a return must be registered for a tax type. Therefore, an individual cannot file a return via eServices if they are not registered for a tax type. If an individual only worked for 1 month, he or she is required to submit an individual income tax return via the eServices platform. If the taxpayer recognizes that incorrect figures were entered after the return was submitted, an amended return can be submitted as an inquiry case or as a physical return, and in both cases with an explanation.
Documents to be uploaded when filing online. When filing an individual income tax returns via eServices, the taxpayer is required to upload a scanned copy of the emolument or 7B slip from the employer, statement from an insurance company for the previous year showing deduction, statement from lending agency, the Form 4, once a claim is made for mortgage interest relief, If you worked at several agencies within the year, you will need to uplift emolument slips, 7B slips, from those agencies. A self-employed person is asked to upload a balance sheet, a summary of the balance sheet, income and expenditure statement, and a summary of the income and expenditure statement. Once your individual tax returns is submitted via eServices, the return can be accessed immediately.
As specified by the income tax, deduction of tax from emoluments Regulations 4.1, employers are mandated to provide the GRA with particulars relating to their employees' monthly emoluments, allowances, and tax deductions. These details must be submitted by the 14th of each month. Following this, employers are required to submit a pay-as-you-earn reconciliation, or Form 2, which is due on or before February 28th of the following year. This is crucial as it precedes the April 30th due date, when employers and self-employed persons file their income tax return. The GRA is actively collaborating with employers to provide training on the preparation and submission of their Forms 2 and 5. The GRA encourages them to utilize the eServices platform for their monthly and yearly pay-as-you-earn filing obligations. The overarching goal of this initiative is to educate employers on the critical importance of timely pay-as-you-earn filing and the detailed procedures involved. eServices Manager Janelle Bavel-Drakes and Supervisor Dalat Coring can be contacted on 225-56-1, extension 2200 and 2212 respectively. To facilitate compliance and understanding, the GRA has an ongoing education campaign aimed at ensuring that all employers are not only registered to file online, but they also know how to accurately calculate taxes at the specified rates and adhere to statutory due dates.
It's important to know your due dates. The due dates is important. And don't wait until April the 30th and come rushing to submit your return, because sometimes you have a problem with the 7B slip. You have to now go back to the employer for them to correct it. What I would advise you, as soon as the beginning of the year, keep asking your accounts department for your 7B slip.
Through workshops, online webinars, and active participation in public events, such as expos and seminars, the authority aims to raise awareness among employers and employees alike about their tax obligations and benefits of compliance. One of the standout benefits of engaging with the GRA services is the mortgage interest relief. This tax rebate is available to homeowners with housing mortgage loans up to $30 million.
If you're building a house for the first time, you can benefit from what is called mortgage interest relief, which is some of your tax dollars going back into your account to offset the interest you pay on that residential mortgage.
By prioritizing education and accessibility, the GRA is not just enforcing regulations, it is empowering employers and employees to navigate their tax responsibilities confidently. As the GRA continues its commitment to modernization and education, the future of tax filing looks brighter, paving the way for a more efficient and compliant tax system in Guyana. You can send us your inquiries or call the Tax Advisory and Publications Department on 225-56-1, extensions 2201 to 2206.